Welcome, friends. Welcome to Divine Designs 24. My name is Tammy, and we're going to be doing some Christmas frames today. And I'll show you how I got these set up and what I'm going to do with them. So, I took the backing off of these, and I put clear Elmer's glue. I just ran this all around the edges, front and back, and let it dry. I'm going to clean this off again. And I did that to both frames. I have another frame over here for another project too, so I went ahead and did all the frames at the same time. Okay, let's get this all nice and cleaned off. I'm gonna make sure this glass is really, really clean before you put resin on it. Because I handle them, I put my fingers on them, so I try to wipe them off the best I can. With alcohol, get those fingerprints off of there. I don't ever have any problems with these leaking as long as I do front and back. Sometimes if I'm doing a really big wooden frame, I'll put some tape on the back, but I don't think these are going to leak. So I've got my resin made up. I've been stirring it for probably about 3-4 minutes. These are what I'm going to put. I want to do a pair of these because I'm going to hang those in my bathroom. So I'm going to put one in each one. I got these at Hobby Lobby. I don't even know how much I paid for them. Let me see if I've got something here that says how much I paid for them. I don't think I do. I cut the stuff off of them earlier. I don't think I got them anymore. And I'm going to try putting some of this flake stuff in the resin and see if I can get it to look like snow in here. I don't think I've ever used this in the resin before, so we're going to find out and see how this looks. So, because I want this really glittery on it. So let's see how this looks. We'll stir this much in here and see how it mixes in here. Like I said, I do a lot of things that I have never done before with you guys, so we can learn together. So we'll see how this looks. So I'm just going to put a little bit of resin in the bottom, and then I'll set these on here. Ooh, that's really pretty. Because I want it to kind of glue it down here. Okay. So let's get this on here. Then we'll get them centered. We have time to play around with this and get it centered. Okay, so now I want to fill the edges up. I'm not going to cover these with resin because they have glitter and they're so pretty. I just want resin around these. But I'm going to be decorating my bathrooms up with some Christmas decor. And I thought, ooh, these would look so pretty in my bathroom. I mean, you can hang them anywhere, but I wanted it for my bathroom. Okay. Resin is self-leveling, so it will level itself out to a point, but I try to get it to the edges as much as I can. And then I'll get these, make sure these are all nice and centered. Isn't that pretty? I think these are good. This is going to be pretty. I've had this in my craft stuff forever. It's called just confetti glitter by Creatology, something. But I thought, well, that would be nice and pretty to put behind all of this. I mean, this is going to be a very easy. Oh, it's got some air bubbles in there. Get those air bubbles out of there. It's underneath the confetti. Yeah, I don't want resin on top of these. I want it behind, or just around it. Because I don't want it to cover up my pretty glitter that's all over them. I love gingerbread houses. I think they're so cute. And I bought a bunch of these last year. These I did get this year. But I bought a bunch of these last year, and when I made those canvas breakouts, I made a bunch of those and sold them on my Etsy shop. I think I only have a couple of them left. I didn't make any this year. But that's what I used. I used a bunch of these and they turned out adorable. Okay. There we go. This is so cute. I love it. Now I have to make sure that I have these centered. And I think they look pretty good. You guys can probably see it better than I can. I'm gonna have to get up over top of it and look and see. But I'll measure all out, make sure I got them centered. But oh my gosh, these are so cute. So, so cute. Okay. We will be back when these are all set up. I'm just making sure, because there's air bubbles that are underneath some of this confetti. So I'm just kind of moving things around, making sure that this is going to be all centered. And we will be back when this is all set up. It's late tonight, so I will be back tomorrow, but I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, we are back, and these are all done. And look at these. I'm hoping you can see how beautiful these are. They both turned out absolutely gorgeous. So now what I'm going to do, I'll do one at a time here. I want to put just a little bit of a gold trim on these. So all I'm going to do, because I like the black frame, but I think a little bit of gold would look good. So I'm just going to use my stencil brush and just go around the edge of the frame and add a little bit of gold. This is metallic gold. So I'm just going to go around the frame here and just pounce this on here just to add a little bit of a gold frame. I thought this would spruce it up just a little bit more. You know, that's what I do. I start something and I just keep adding to it until I'm done. Sometimes it can be days later before I'm done. I'll look at something and say, oh, it needs this or it needs that. Oh, I think that looks good. What do you think? Doesn't that look good? Got that little extra bling on there. And I'll just fill it in as I want to go through. There we go. I think that's pretty. There. That's all it needed. It just needed that little extra. I hope you can see this good. Okay, let's bring this one over. I want these to match. Yeah, I like the black because it really outlines the picture. But I just thought this black and gold would look splendid together, and it does. And you don't need much. You don't need much at all. Just enough to dress up the edge. Well, this turned out absolutely gorgeous. I am very, very pleased with this. What do you think? Look at there. Just enough to dress it up. Isn't that pretty? Well, I can't wait to take pictures of these and show you guys what they look like, because the pictures just don't do it justice anyway. It is absolutely beautiful. So I want to thank you guys for coming and watching this, because this was really, it was pretty much a short video, but it was fun. It was Christmassy. And look what you can do with just this. These frames came from Dollar Tree. So the frames came from Dollar Tree. These came from Hobby Lobby. And then the glitter I had, you can use any kind of glitter in the background. So for each one, I have less than $5. Less than $5 in each one. So these are just absolutely gorgeous. And thanks for coming and watching this. And make sure that you subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think about these pictures. I think they turned out beautiful. And I will see you guys next time. Bye now.